Pop question. What's the first thing you should do when you start a business? Here were the different responses. A, buy business cards and create a logo. B, build the product or service. C, get a paying customer. Or D, get a business license. What is up, everybody? My name is Kevin Kartchner, and welcome to the Fight Against Mediocrity YouTube channel, where we talk everything sales, business, and real estate. So today, I'm gonna bust the myths, throw every piece of advice you've heard to one side on what's the first thing to do when you start a business. Teaser, it's not a business plan, but I'm really excited to share it with you today. So let's jump into it. If you aren't already subscribed, please, as you follow along, please throw any comments down, whether it's something I said that you did or did not like, or whether it's something you felt or that inspired you, or a thought or idea you had. I'd love to hear it, so share it in the comments. Also, if you like this video, hit the like button. So let's see, it was about, November 3rd of 2021, I posted a poll or a questionnaire on my Instagram. I said right here, pop question. I don't know why I didn't say pop quiz, but pop question. What's the first thing you should do when you start a business? Here were the different responses. A, buy business cards and create a logo. B, build the product or service. C, get a paying customer. Or D, get a business license. And I'm gonna throw in E. Well, I guess you don't. Yeah, I guess you already know it's not the answer, but E, create a business plan. So the results were, one person said buy business cards and create a logo. 10 people said build the product or service. 9 people said get a paying customer. And 6 people said get a business license. So besides buying business cards and making a logo, it was actually, we had 6, 9, and 10. I was very surprised at how even the answers were. Just looking at this. So obviously, yeah, super interesting. Obviously, there's some misconceptions around this. So I wanted to bust them, break into this, and give you the lowdown on what the first thing is to do, what the first thing to do is when you're starting a business. So let me break it down one by one. So buy business cards and get a logo. Here's the thing. If you have a business card and a logo, you just spent money on your business, you're already in the negative. I've never heard of anybody. How about let's start with what the right answer is, and then I'll break down why the others aren't. So the right answer is get a paying customer. Now let's go through why the other ones aren't. So buy business cards and get a logo. Until you have a paying customer, you don't have, there's no reason to have business cards. There's no reason to have a logo until you get a customer to say, yes, this is a good idea. If you have an idea and you print 1,000 business cards and say, hey, this is my business idea. Here's my business card. And you don't sell, nobody buys your product because they don't value it or they don't want to. You just wasted money on a logo and business card. So, until you get someone who says, yes, I'm willing to trade my hard-earned money for your product or service, you're really just wasting your money. You want to get proof of product, proof of service that it's actually going to work. Number 2, build the product or service. This was actually voted for the most. And I can see why. It's well, if I'm going to sell something or get a paying customer, I want to know what I'm going to sell. So this is actually a common misconception. You actually want to go out and tell people about your product or service before you build it. And you might think, okay, Kevin, you're why would you do that? Nobody does that. Okay, let's look at Elon Musk and Tesla. He literally pre-ordered hundreds of thousands of Cybertrucks before they were built. Sure, they had the prototype, they knew what they were going to build, but they hadn't built all of them. They pre-ordered, they sold before they were produced. So I'm not saying like go to someone and say, hey, I mean, he probably could do this, but he didn't go, hey, I have a truck idea. Do you want to buy it? He said, hey, we've thought through it. We think this is a good idea. Who wants to pre-order? Same thing with like, if you're going to do an online course, a lot of people will say, I'm going to build the course and then sell it. The tough part with that is you're going to build what you think that they want. But if you get paying customers, number one, you know it's a good idea. And number two, you can get feedback. Hey, as I'm building out this course, what are some of the things that you would hope to learn from this? And then it's not you projecting on them what you think they should learn. It's, hey, you're getting feedback on the process. So despite that being the most popular answer, it's actually wrong, because there's plenty of opportunities to actually pre-order and pre-sell your product or service. So one, you know it's a good idea. Two, you have working capital to get started. And three, you can get feedback before you even get started. And then get a business license. I had a student recently who was like, hey, well, I want to get a business license before I start anything. And there are personality types where getting a business license is like, that's like puts them at ease and they want to get it done because they don't want to get in trouble by the government. But just to put it into perspective, like getting a business license before you get a customer is kind of counterintuitive, because it goes back to the logos. Like, why get a business license if you don't even know if anyone's going to buy from you? And if you go out and you sell like $1,000 or $2,000 worth of products and services, the government does not have time to go out and track you. Maybe in the future, they'll figure out a way to do it where it's very little time needed. So they will track you and will go after you. But if you only sell a couple $1,000s worth of products or services and you don't have a business license, I promise you, they're not going to take the time to go after you. So get your first customers under your belt, get proof of product, then go get your business license. So I want to bust all the myths. Like when you have a business idea or a service idea or product idea, like go get someone to trade their hard-earned money with you first. And it does so many things because it builds your confidence. It gives you working capital. It helps you get their feedback. And it proves that you have something that's worth spending money on. Otherwise, you're really just guessing. You're really just going out on a whim. So this is I'm not like an expert in millions of businesses. My expertise is I know how to help businesses start and get sales. I know how to get sales. I know how to create, go out and say, hey, this is the product or service. Will you trade money with me? So that's the first thing you should do. When you're starting a product or when you're starting a business, when you have an idea for a product or service, go get someone to trade their money with you. If you have an idea for a business or have an idea for a product or service, you know it's good, you're good at it, you think it would work, but you have no idea where to start, go to the fightagainstmediocrity.com. That's what I do. We have a 3-month program, 12 weeks, where it takes you from no knowledge on how to get customers to being able to grow to 6 figures. So anyways, just wanted to bust that myth. Again, I would love to hear what you think. Post your comments below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I put these videos out to hopefully help someone, hopefully give someone confidence to start and move forward, give you direction. These are things that I wish I would have known when I was younger, when I was first starting out, when I was wondering what the heck to do with the business. I didn't know. That's one of the first things I did when I started my first business, window cleaning, is go get business cards. So just wanted to help someone hopefully not make the same mistakes I did. Again, thank you for watching this video. We'll catch you on the next one.